No, this is Mako for game number 1 on Miami Dome.
All right, we just saw one shark. Here's the other. They are not that lone solitary as you might think. So DB, the first one to grab the weapon and a signature. That's a good amount of damage.
Oh man, you can tell that DB has been on that Battle Pass grind already.
Oh,
he
yeah.
has everything that Mako needs for this game number 1. But the grab out hits.
Caught the recovery.
Ooh, but DB saved the dodge. Very smart. Had a jump as well, and he makes it back to the stage. Guitars are picked up, and Wes covering his position. Sidestick comes through. The guitar sidestick on Mako, very interesting, where if you don't let it go at the same time, you'll just run right underneath your opponent. That's basically the trade-off for how much distance and speed it has.
Yeah, you've got to aim it.
DB doing a great job so far. And speaking of aiming it, we have to do the same with the Koji down stick on sword. You rarely ever see that because of how hard it is for that move to hit, and the recovery gets caught again with the ground pound. A much faster paced game than we were, at least that I was used to from the last matchup that we saw with Wes.
Yeah, this has been absolutely crazy. There's been a ton of off-stage engagement. You know, a lot of the past matches, it has been kind of a little bit more of the calculated smart play when it comes to edge guards. Ooh. Whoa, watch out now.
Yeah, that neutral stick came close.
Oh, nice. The dodge in. I absolutely love that option.
Yeah, it covers a lot of dodge options to go for the down stick. You basically have to be going straight up off of that sideline opener, and that might not be what you want to do. DB's been making great use of the down stick so far, despite being at a deficit. Puts up the side stick, and that side stick, that'll hit no matter what. It's not like the guitar side stick. You run over your opponent, they're gone, and that side air is enough to knock Wes off the right side of the stage.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just riding the wave across, Mako is an incredible threat. Now, she is riding the top of the wave, so you can just jump up there and punch her in the face. There's nothing in front of her, but you've got to be Johnny on the spot to get above it.
And I imagine that depending on how much matchup experience that people have with Mako, ground pound hits. You're more afraid of getting hit by that stick at all than trying to go for that punch on the head. But no, there it is. Ground pound to down stick. Wes has been hitting so many of these heavy attacks throughout game 1 of this set.
I gotta tell you, every time that a bow ground pound hits, I get so nervous. Like, just the sound of it is so crunching.
Right, and it's not even back in the glory days of bow ground pound. It's still a really good move. That move used to knock out, like, I feel like a light yellow. Like, that's I think a part of our reason why we're so terrified of seeing it connect is that it's just like that. Went for the side stick. That was cool. He didn't slide charge the side stick. He used the natural step forward that Koji does off the platform to fall and create this like little platformer mini-game hazard for DB. DB managed to make it through, but Wes is still so far ahead.
Yeah, great punish on the signature. DB getting just over the tatami mat.
And the recovery will do it.
Firing yet another arrow just to celebrate, you know? Yeah. So many of them found their mark, why not one?
Really well played from Wes. I'm wondering if we'll continue the trend of and I'm already seeing it, which you guys will see. We'll see the recovery at the top there from Wes, but DB switched off of Mako on to Fate, and this has been something that I've been noticing, that DB just has this effect on his opponents, where he will dismantle their game plan so handedly that they will just switch their legend or switch their playstyle going into the next game every game. That is just how methodical Wes has been in these games that we've been watching from the Koji. It'll be interesting. I wonder if DB will end up choosing the same strategy as Wes's last opponent and go to Koji for game number 3. But that's assuming that Wes is able to make this a 2-0 lead into this next game. Let's see how DB's Fate is able to perform.
So small brawl. Ooh, we're going to Crystal Temple. So a little bit similar to the last map in that we've got 2 soft platforms equally spaced above the stage, but these ones are so much lower. A lot of anti-air attacks will actually hit people standing on them.
Yeah, that is an excellent point. And it's something that I was wondering, at least particularly for Greatsword legends like Mako, I like to put Crystal Temple as one of those maps that's in their favor. Any big weapon like that, like Lance or Axe as well. But no, it is the Fate going on to Crystal Temple here. And now Wes with the Koji opening up with the bow. Maneuvering around DB's opening somewhat well. The damage is as even as it can get.
Yeah, trading back and forth. Again, Wes just playing the perfect footsies. It's the slight back step just to give him enough room to tag DB instead.
highlights and dares hit. There's a recovery, another recovery. West goes for the sides, to the down. Dive kick hits, and DB went for the ultimate read with that gravity cancel down light. And I don't blame him. He does lose the stock for it. West punished it quite well, but man, if DB hit that down light, that was a ground pound into a lead for sure.
Yeah, now it's up to West to decide how big of a lead can he get. DB opting to go for a little bit of pressure before getting the weapon. He did go for it eventually, but I was surprised he hung out there as long as he did.
Oh, he hits the ground pound. Okay, makes it through. West still has his recovery, and he waits on the ground pound so that he can hit it from the side, right? Like, unless you hit a sword recovery straight through the center, your unarmed ground pound's not going to beat it. Gets a damage punish there, and West even waited out for it. Nicely done. And there's this extra credit that West is just so iconic for, right? Is when he gets that stock lead. I talked about this earlier. It just feels like it's so incredibly difficult to even up the stocks against West when he gets a stock lead, and we're about to see it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the momentum is actually ridiculous. You can't let West get started because he'll never stop.
Yeah, DB's slide kicks in, gets punished. West continues the weapon starve, and this game's looking even rougher than the one with Mako. And West continuing to just knock DB left and right, center, up and down. West still alive. That side-sider not enough. Avoids the weapon throw, and DB finds himself unarmed once again. West back onto the stage and gets the edge guard.
No.
Down
this
air,
is dangerous. The double spike. Yes,
that's it.
And get away just in time. Doesn't let the neutral air land on him. Doesn't grant DB the chase dodge. That was perfect play.
West just three-stocked DB in
that was
game
brutal.
2 of Winners Finals. Keep in mind, this is to get in the top 3, and West is playing this well. And we're on that 3-0 trend. I mean, okay, we've got DB switching over to his secret weapon, the Onyx, dipping out of Dex, going into movement speed. He's going to bring out Cannon and Gauntlets back to Crystal Temple. Let's see if this is what it takes, because somebody has to stop this trade of 3-0s that is coming through in this South American Winter Championship. It is unreal.
I just can't believe we're actually still back on the same map where the 3-stock just happened.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well. I feel like it had a lot to do with fighting against Bow and Sword with the side of the stage, but maybe DB's just kind of like, I know what happened. I think I can turn around with some gauntlets, as he's got gauntlets right now, and he's opted to be on that side of the stage once again.
Right now, DB's still worse for wear out of these engagements. Now, it hasn't really been too much, and especially with gauntlets, it can change in an instant off stage, but I still give this advantage to West here.
Down 6 are coming out. West gets a nice dash jump, turnaround, gravity cancel neutral light. Let's see if DB can land on the ground.
Oh,
no, he
interrupted.
Cannot. Oh, and he went for the recovery nair at the top. DB doesn't hit it, the down six doesn't snipe, but West is completely in control of the momentum so far, I say, unless side sig connects. Can DB get the down air and a ground pound, anything to finish off?
Oh,
no, West somehow turns it around again?
Oh my gosh, and you saw he went for that neutral air just in the Hail Mary of, in case West comes down here, maybe I can get the chase dodge, otherwise out of options. And West, again, he just knows when to make the right call. Didn't even go down there, don't chase dead people.
Yeah, and that's why, although the Nair was great in terms of just, providing every option possible to recover, West has been so calculated with his edge guards throughout this tournament. Really, really impressed by how he's playing so far. Let's see if DB can bring it back. Sidelight hits, but this is the danger zone for West, right? West is a deep red, a stock ahead. How are you going to end this stock? One neutral light hits, goes to the weapon throw, not quite close enough to the ledge to end it. And West, that's kind of funny. I'm not laughing out loud, but that's pretty funny. He spot dodges in place, doesn't get the direction, it just doesn't touch the stage. That's the risk of Crystal Temple, right? Crystal Temple and Demon Island both have this, where if you just don't touch that wall, you are just gone, and he just fell.
Yeah, I mean, he was looking to dodge the attack. Unfortunately, had to get back to the wall a little bit sooner than he anticipated. So DB still in it.
Still in it and fighting back, has the cannon. Blowing out the blast, neutral light connects. Does he get the downer? No, he goes for the down stick instead of West punishes with a weapon throw. No, weapon throw misses. Dash jump, Nair picks up. No neutral stick with the downlight recovery will be not enough. Onyx a little tanky, but one more of those will definitely do it. And that Nair picks him up, and Matt DB is just trying. He's trying to yes! Wes with the gravity cancel neutral light, catching DB at the tail end of that attack, taking him straight up the top, vaporizing that stock. And now 2 stocks to 1. West continues with his barrage of bow attacks.
Yeah, it's unlimited ammo, no reloads. He doesn't even have to draw from the quiver.
Oh, and he hits him again. Neutral light.
Jeez.
Neutral light. Oh, DB goes for the double sidelight, but West doesn't allow that read to connect, and DB with the weapon throw through hits it, but ends up taking more damage because of the downlight connecting, and West almost has DB into red on his final stock of winner's bracket. There's a D-Light Nair. He needs a few more of those.
Oh,
The recovery
no.
hits. Is this going to be another neutral light? Oh, man.
Caught!
Okay.
That's the
I
stock
believe.
equalizer. Now, DB, is he gonna, stick with the cannon. If you can get one of those dodge reads, we've seen the strings cannon can pull off. DB can definitely do this and bring it back.
There's a side layer. Okay. Doesn't get the neutral light. Side light doesn't hit. Down light, down air,
Let's
side
go!
light, down air, side light,
Yes!
side air. DB, does he get the recovery? Oh, West comes back to the stage. He gets the neutral stick. West is so low on jumps. Can he make it back? DB just needs the ground pound, but he gets hit with a dive kick. DB. He got a ton of damage off of it. Can he do it? Oh, that was the perfect punish. Side light. Ah, no.
Oh, no.
The sider hits him with the
Getting
stage.
bounced off the
DB
wall.
struggling. Oh, this is it. Can
Forces
he get
him
the
low.
dive kick? The ground pound. The ground pound, the nair, the neutral light, anything. He's just waiting for wall slip. That down air hits it. Is that going to be the game?
That's it. That's it. Insult for injury. So now 2-1. DB manages
go.
to stay alive by the skin of his teeth.
I cannot believe it. And you were just talking about it, right? The cannon string of all cannon strings, opening it up with that down air. And that's gonna be it. I'm waiting for this. Okay, we don't get the replay of the crazy string, but we do get that down air catching West. A jump before wall slip would have activated and the weapon throw for the security there. We're going to be going into game number 4, the first time that I've counted that high all stream. It's amazing.
I mean, listen, if it's going to happen anywhere, it's looking to move into winners finals, right? Absolutely. It has to.
Yes. That is what I'm looking for. And pardon my bias, but when we get into matches where the games are looking really close, the matchup's very fun to spectate, but there's a 2-0 on the scoreline, I'm going to be rooting for the guy that's down so that I get to watch more games. So right now, I'm a DB fan. Up until that game 5 where it's anybody's game, let's see if we can get there. Wes, however, is probably looking at that game going, all right, I gave it away a little bit too easily. How did he navigate around that weapon throw? That was beautiful. DB had a damage deficit, but holding on strong. Let's see if we can get one of those cannon strings once again. One side light, and that could be it for Wes.
Oh, right into the signature. That's a unique option.
Yeah, I never would have even thought about that. Catching Wes in the landing there. Nicely done. But the recovery, not going to take it. This is great haul. It's going to be hard to take them off the top, and I feel like that's actually largely in DB's advantage. So many of these knockouts from West have been off the top, whether it's bow neutral light, bow recovery, sword nair. But DB's kills have been much more horizontal. So let's see how that works out. So far, DB, off of surviving from that bow recovery, has evened up the game and might even take the lead.
You know he's scheming for it. You see him just kind of circling around Wes. He's looking for something to get started. Oh, the recovery was caught and spiked. Wes again with a lead.
Yeah, DB not quite ready for where that stuffed recovery was going to put him after getting hit. The down air came out quicker than DB could react, and the game lead goes over to Wes, but for how long? Gravity catch break, that's not the right option. 2 bow recoveries in a row. That's damage you don't want to be taking. And DB doesn't get the side airs. Wes dodges in place. Double air, 3 airs. Go for it.
The juggle's unstoppable.
Okay, Wes goes over the side light. Gets hit with the recovery. There it is. DB evens up the stocks.
That was good. That was clean. He managed to stave off the lead a little bit more than the previous games because we've seen it. If Wes gets an advantage, he pushes it for all it's worth. Here, not so much the case.
Sidelight comes through from DB. Nairs. Oh, the anti-air nairs on the platform as well. Definitely a strength that Cannon has in this matchup because once you hit one nair, connecting with a Cannon nair gives you so much more mobility than if you whiff it. And we saw that there with how quickly he was able to blast the second nair again. And the recovery comes through, tries to follow it up with a bow down air, interrupts DB out of his side air. Is this an edge guard opportunity? Ground pound goes a little too hard to the left. And Wes using that sword down to teleport closer to his opponent, bring the matchup even closer to center stage. And DB finds himself unarmed for a moment. Will Gauntlet spawn in his favor? And it does. Let's see if we can make anything out of it.
Oh, the perfect punish. The gravity cancel down light, and Wes just went under it, slashed him up. And, oh, the tall
Man, I'm
ceiling
telling
again.
you, Great Hall is working out so beautifully for DB. If it weren't for the Great Hall, he would have lost that stock eons ago, and West would be at like yellow damage right now instead of at red. And there he goes, gone. DB equalizes the game like nothing. And last time we were in this position, DB was heavily damaged. Now the stocks are even, and DB has the potential to get those crazy game-ending strings on Cannon, but he opts to switch. No, I'm surprised the Cannon was active that long to be picked up again, but he doesn't. And he gets a neutral light. No down air, but if he gets one of those down airs, oh, sidelight hits.
And that was pretty cute, using the gravity cancel side light to get back on stage where he had the runway for a ton of different options. Unfortunately, West with these juggles is really piling on the damage.
DB goes to the neutral light, spot dodges it. West doing a good job avoiding anything that's starting from DB, but he's still at that amount of damage where DB could really run away with it. He goes to the ground pass to the down air. Doesn't hit. Picks up a new cannon, sidelight hits. Oh man, I thought he was going to go for the read there for sure, but he doesn't, and West continues to take the damage lead. One side air hits. Can DB get another attack? Nice platform mobility from DB, but the side stick's not close enough, and the nairs aren't connecting. West playing around everything that DB is putting out and more. There's a nice downlight. Using the platform to extend the range, gets the nair right afterwards, but it's still only an orange, but a downer connects, and now DB is looking for the neutral stick. He's got so much damage on the West, keeping the weapons to 9.
Oh my gosh, the double uppercut. This ceiling is unreal.
DB is just unkillable off the top of the stage, and is that going to result in the game winning? Oh boy, is the neutral stick gets the nair.
What? Wait a minute.
Looking for the neutral stick on the cannon. I know he's looking for that signature finish. Falls
out
side
of
air,
it yet.
weapon throw.
Goes for the weapon, smart. Has the gauntlets, weapon starving.
Oh, DB dodges in place. Gets the
Let's
side
go!
It's so close. DB goes off stage, goes to go for the weapon throw, goes for the downer, the nair, the ground pound. What are you going to do? DB goes to the down, he dodges it in place. That's so risky.
Oh, no.
The nair hits, and West picks up a weapon, and now DB is unarmed.
Ah!
That's it. West with the gravity cancel sidelight, bounces the side air. What an incredibly close game 4. Man, TWK was so ready for a game 5. DB played that so well towards the end.
I know, I thought so too. It really just came down to those final hits. That gravity cancel down signature that he tried for here, just a little bit low, and he had the read. It would have hit on just before the dodge, but look at that, the cleanup by West. Gravity cancel
Really
side light into chase dodge side air. Absolutely phenomenal. So that puts Wes up into winner's final. He's sitting in winner's final. He's going to be going up against Lopez. We've still got that lower bracket burning through because this is a double elimination tournament. There's plenty more action to go. However, that is going to be it for myself.